Welcome back to the Unnamed Pickleball Podcast.
Well, kind of. We kind of had to scratch the first episode.
Yeah, this is technically episode 1.5.
Yeah. For us, it's episode 2.
Episode 2 for us. For the viewers, it's 1.1.
1.1 with the little clip we gave.
Hopefully should be the first official podcast that we can release.
If we stay on topic, for sure.
Just, yeah, it had to get cut for many reasons.
Yeah.
Mostly my fault. I said so many terrible things. Like, unspeakable things, what I was saying.
Yeah. Like, I think I was just there just listening.
Like, you could have had a few things.
Yeah. I said a couple out-of-pocket things, but...
Like, I was saying, like, it was like an hour of me just...
What was it? Wasn't it like an hour, like 15 minutes?
It was an hour 15, and I literally think we could have used like 15 minutes of it.
And it was, hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, and then like the seconds that we don't talk were combined.
Added up.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. So hopefully this one goes smooth, man.
It should be dialed.
Yeah.
I have a plan now, and I've been PR trained. I've been silenced. Big Pickle already got to me.
It's not to me yet.
Not to me either. If I feel like it, I'm going after it.
Sweet.
Okay, let's go into PPA Vegas.
Yeah, for sure.
I was there. Mm-hmm. What was your thoughts of the tournament? Seemed cool.
Yeah, I mean the venue looked pretty sweet. It was like in a ballroom or something like that. So
yeah, I think a ballroom. They kept saying ballroom, but it was a carpeted floor.
Like is it like a ballroom, like a dance?
Yeah, I thought it's like a like dresses and heels and I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I've never been invited to a ballroom activity, a true ballroom activity. So couldn't really be me.
So what are we gonna start off with?
Should we jump into women's singles?
Women's singles. Okay.
Clearly, Annalie is
dominant,
like way too good. But is Kate Fahey number 2?
I mean, she's proved it the last like 2 events though. Like, I think if she keeps going, I feel like there's not a clear cut number.
Did she win 2 in a row?
And no, it was her first gold in Salt Lake.
So it was Salt Lake gold.
Because Brooke Buckner won 2 in a row. I think Buckner's 2.
Buckner's 2 in a row.
We just haven't seen Buckner. Did she play?
Have we seen a Buckner versus Fahey? I think Buckner was there, but did she play singles?
I'm looking at the draw. I don't see her name because I'm assuming she'd be a 5 seed or higher. And 5 was Mary, and then 3 was Leia, 2 was Catherine.
Must have been 2 tied.
Oh, Brooke Buckner was there. She 11-0'd 11-0'd her first round. She's the 4 seed. Jelena Ingram.
Oh, sorry, Jelena.
Shout out you.
Good stuff.
And then she beat Alex Truong. And then she ended up losing to Salome. But yeah, she kind of got beat by Salome pretty. 6-4.
Salome using the new Yola.
Oh, she is? She's not with Palatech anymore?
No. I think the bronze match.
Palatech, right?
In the bronze match, she had the Anna Bright Gen 3.
But she was with Palatech, right?
Unless she's ever been signed with it.
But like she was using it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
but is Kay Fahey cracked, or is she a good tennis player that's using a Gen 3? Is it Gen 3 cracked?
I think Gen 3 is cracked.
Because I mean, all the people besides Annalie, like we have Kay Fahey finalist, Gen 3.
And you just have
Lacey Schneeman, 4th place, Gen 3. Salami used the Gen 3.
Yeah.
Brooke Buckner's been dominating with the Gen 3.
Leia does well.
With the Gen 3.
Yeah. Something's adding up.
Something is getting fishy here.
Yeah. Yeah, that Gen 3. It's crazy. But yeah, Annalie just did her thing. 11-0, 11-6. Like
just too. I mean, like Kay Fahey out there is like a little like angry bulldog. That's kind of like on the loose. Like she just seems so tense and like.
Because like Anna Bright's like calm, like intense, but like Kay
you can tell she's like locked in. Like Kay Fahey literally looks like if I looked at her the wrong way, she'd beat me up in a second.
She doesn't know if she's locked in. She's locked in too many things.
She's just like literally like the way even she walks, she just like I think she's bigger than I am.
But
she's got some huge like traps.
Yeah. Was that the first meeting between Kate and Annalie?
I think so.
I mean, the second game wasn't that bad, but the first game was a little rough.
But wasn't Annalie up like 4-0 or something like that? 5-0?
Yeah, she like rolled her ankle or something like that.
Oh, and then...
Yeah, she had a little injury in the second, but closed it out still. But Yeah, so shout out Kay Fahey she's doing well recently, at least, so good for her.
So we just hop into women's doubles then? Same thing?
Women's doubles. I mean, you guessed it, Anna Leigh Waters.
I mean, they're clear, like, is there a duo that would take on Anna Leigh and Catherine?
I did really like the switch up from, I don't think it was like a planned switch up from like with Anna and like Tina and Rachel and Georgia, because I think Anna just wasn't planning on playing. But I still like giving them just different looks than just Anna and Rachel.
I mean, I really thought that Georgia and Rohrbacher could have done something against them, but they lost to... Who did they lose to? Who made the final? What was her name? Oh, Paris and Tyra.
Well, Georgia and Rachel did play them in the semis.
Yeah. Who?
Played Catherine and Anna Leigh.
Oh.
It was Rachel and Tina lost. I think Rachel and Tina could have done something to Anna Leigh.
I thought it was Anna Bright and Tina.
Yeah.
You said Rachel and Tina.
Oh, sorry.
Anna Bright and Tina lost to
Paris and Tyra.
Yeah, and Rachel and Georgia got smoked.
Yeah, well, 5 and 7, which is actually pretty good for how her tournament.
I mean, was that more points scored against than in the final? And there was 3 games.
Yeah, there was 9 points scored by Tyra and Paris, and then there was 12 for Georgia and Tyra. Or Georgia and Rachel.
Jeez, that is like...
Anna Leigh Waters is just good. She's just...
what duo, if you had to pick a duo to score the most points against
that like normally doesn't play or they're like still like
I mean, team that plays or...
I still feel like Anna and Rachel like are like the best.
The closest.
Like they beat them once. Like
they're just so hit or miss because they sometimes don't even make like...
They sometimes lose in like round of 16.
I mean, they lost to Ansbury and Bonata.
Yeah. That was like the tournament after they beat Anna Leigh and Catherine.
Yeah, they went and beat them and then lost in like the first round.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Anna Leigh's just... And she's getting better. Like...
I mean, how do you even like prepare to play against Anna Leigh? Like, there's no one that...
Yeah.
Like, what girls are shaking and baking their own drives.
Yeah.
Like, crashing and jumping across at the 2-hand backhand.
I mean, that paddle tech is also like nice, but like...
But I mean, everyone else has... I mean, Anna Bray has a crazy paddle and...
That's true.
She's not...
But yeah, Anna Leigh's just unstoppable.
Yeah.
like last tournament or in Bristol, how they like just like in that final, Georgia and J-Dub targeted, or not in the final, was it the semis?
Was that the one they...
It was where Ben just got targeted over.
Well, I mean, Georgia lights up Ben.
Yeah.
Georgia low-key has a good percentage against Ben and hands battles.
Yeah. But there was, I forgot what match it was, but there was a match where they were just going at Ben, like every ball, and like they were actually doing a lot better than going to Anna Leigh. I remember it was Georgia. Maybe it wasn't Bristol. It was one. You were because you were at that event.
At Bristol?
No, at the event where they were targeting Ben. I think it was the one before Bristol, maybe.
No, it was in Sacramento.
I thought it was more recent.
I mean, that was when I was at Sacramento.
Maybe not then. No, you weren't there, but no, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It was just...
Or San Clemente.
No, you were here. I remember you sent me a snap, but it's whatever. It was just a match where Ben got targeted, and like even my dad said something, and he was watching it. Like,
well,
Ben's getting picked apart.
I mean, should we just hop in a mix then?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Georgia and Jada were like getting closer and farther at the same time.
Yeah. They'll like have like one good tournament, and then like...
I mean, they've had 2 different matches this year that they've had matched points.
Yeah.
In blue.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of them in a final?
I think they had them in a final. Up like, weren't they like?
No, they went 5 in a final, but I think
the game 5 was not close.
Yeah.
It was like a 0 or 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
then they had that semi in San Clemente that they had like 10 match points.
Yeah, they're up like 10-2 or something like that. That was crazy.
And that.
Yeah, but yeah, so just.
Did you watch J-Dub in Georgia versus Declan and Tina? Did you see that one? So like Declan serve is insane.
Yeah.
And like everyone is freaking out about Declan serve because one, it's like he's tossing it to the moon, and then he's like a 7-foot giant jumping into the court, hitting
from his chest
with the Gen 3.
Yeah.
And so it's flying.
Yeah.
So like game 1, J-Dub and Georgia win 11-0.
And was it the semis?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
So then they win quarters.
Quarters.
They played
yeah.
So in the quarters, Then they lose game 2 because Dekel was just firing every serve. Between game 2 and 3, like Georgia and Julie are both talking to the ref like, dude, this guy's serve is like out of control.
Yeah.
Game 3 starts. Georgia is fired up. She is yelling as loud as she can after every point, like screaming at Dekel, like screaming at everyone. Like she's getting hyped.
Yeah.
And then like they ended up winning. They ended up coming back. They were down like 6-3 or something at the switch.
Oh wow.
And then like Georgia turns up.
I feel like MLP Georgia, like ever since that one MLP where she just started getting loud, she's loud like crazy.
When they started, it was because the fives. Georgia just started firing out the fives. She hates Ryan Harwood. I mean, most would hate Ryan Harwood if you're playing against that guy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she gets fired up.
But then if you watch the stream, like even Tina was like mad at Georgia. Like she like stormed off.
Really?
Yeah. And then like Georgia was like following her, like I'm sorry.
She's like, I'm mad at Dekel, not you.
Yeah, I hate Dekel serve.
That's so funny. Yeah, but with mixed, I mean, was there any like matches that stood out to you? Because one that threw me off, I actually didn't realize who won the bronze. I checked it today, and Christian and Anna Bright got beat 11-0 in game 1 by Georgia.
There were some weird scores. There were some weird scores in Vegas. Like almost every match, like later than like the round of 16, went like you'd win game 1 and then lose game 2
like
bad.
Get destroyed in game 2 and then destroy in game 3.
Yeah.
Like on Saturday, like it was just every match after that Ben and Ellie mix, like from like Christian and Anna Bright and on, it was 3 gamers. If you won the first game, you won the third. Yeah. Except for that Christian and Riley won. Yeah. Or they won the first and lost the next 2.
There are some like newer-ish matchups in Vegas. I mean, we got. I mean, not newish, newer. Mm-hmm. But how do you feel about Anna Bright and Riley and Alshon?
I like it. I like it a lot better than James. I just think Alshon's like, I don't know. I'm a huge Alshon guy.
Is he a salesman though?
He's the best at getting close.
Yeah. Because how many times has he beaten Ben in game 1 and then just get crapped on game 2 and 3?
Yeah. There was like that one progressive draw tournament where in every event he won game 1 against Ben.
Yeah, earlier in the year it was lost. Like all 3 events, singles, mixed, and men's. Game 1 he'd win and then just get railed.
Yeah. So I think he's the best at getting close.
He is the best at almost being the best.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think in the future, Christian's going to be one of the best. And I really like their partnership. But
I just think Christian's like crazy.
Yeah, he might be.
I just think he's like just like a lunatic.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people do with his life choices sometimes. But I like that partnership. They had a little. Honestly, I think them not placing top 3 is a disappointing weekend for them.
I mean, Jacob and Georgia are a tough team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the loss like Riley and Catherine was.
How do you feel about Riley and Catherine? They're back. They're so back.
Yeah, Riley's post today was like, "We're so back."
We're so back.
But I don't know. I just know a lot of people have a hard time with Riley.
But so. Ben is just so comfortable in front of Catherine.
Yeah.
Like
it was pretty.
Like you can tell he's played her so many times.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I honestly think the closest team to beat Ben and Ellie is either J-Dub and Georgia or Anna Bright and Christian.
Yeah.
There's not really like another team I think's close.
I mean, they're probably not going to win anything.
Yeah.
But James and Viv.
They'll make it to the quarters.
Are they banging some drives or are they banging each other?
It's probably a little bit of both, honestly.
I mean, he quickly switched to the other.
I think he switched mid-relationship.
I mean, early on, I think.
But I think they're going to be a good quarterfinal team.
Do they play? I mean, does James have a result after leaving Anna?
No, I think Anna Bright carried that team. I think she's just such a good like mixed like girl.
And then it helps that James just like whacks the ball.
Yeah. So like, I mean, obviously James is a good player, but I don't think there's another girl that really fits with James' play style that well, unless like, he gets Annalie Waters.
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard there's rumors that Christian and Annalie playing next year together, but
where are these rumors from?
Oh, I've heard them
from your sources.
I heard them a while back.
But do they leave? Has Ben and Annalie leave? I mean, they've not lost.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't know how true the rumors are, but I heard them. Like since she's gonna be legal, but
are they still together?
I feel like Lee's still coaching him.
True.
So at least, but if they're not,
Is it propaganda that they're just leaking out that they broke up to make it like okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if they're not together, it didn't end on bad terms. I don't think Lee would be coaching Christian if it ended on bad terms.
True.
So, my best guess.
I mean, I don't want to be a 27-year-old ending on a bad terms with a 17-year-old. How old is he?
I think he's 24. He just turned 24.
I don't want to be a 24-year-old ending on bad terms with a 17-year-old.
I don't want to be a 20-year-old. But
I don't. Yeah.
But yeah. All right, we'll go to men's singles. I mean.
Okay, is Ben still number one? I mean,
it's like, I think Fed is. I will give I don't know. It's hard because like you give Fed number one because he's more consistent, but every time he sees Ben, he's destroyed.
Like not even close.
Yeah.
Like it is like.
I don't even know if they've gone 3 this year. Like I think maybe one.
Maybe once, and like game 3 wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Like I mean, what was it? Salt Lake or Bristol? They played in the final. Ben mopped him.
Yeah. Like. I don't even think it was close.
I wonder how Fed feels that he plays every singles event, does good. Ben didn't play for like 2 months, came back and beat him, and then like next 2 tournaments, he's like, nah, I'm not playing singles.
He's just like, yeah.
He's just like,
I think he just had to prove to everybody that like he's still.
Is Ben in Fed's nightmares? Like, does Fed go to bed and just like cry? And like, wake up like, Ben 100%. John's like.
Yes. Simply just because he like copied Ben's game. And then still can't beat Ben at his own game.
Because it's like the same game, but like a little bit more dynamic. But then Ben just...
It doesn't make sense because like Fed is better against other competition than Ben is. But once they're head to head, like it's just not close, honestly. So it's like...
Like Fed destroys Kwang Dong.
Yes.
But
like
Kwang...
0-0.
Kwang gives
really
Ben...
well. Yeah.
Ben struggled with Kwang like every time.
Yes.
Like, I think this year they're like 50-50.
I think it's like 1-1.
1-1, yeah. So like, but like
that one that Ben won was a grinder. And
yeah.
When Kwang beat him at the Masters, I don't think it was close. Like, I think it was probably close, but like it didn't.
Yeah, but then like, Fed comes in, mops Kwang.
Yeah, like. I don't know. That's why it's like weird to say they.
I don't know. I'm giving Ben the number one.
Yeah, I mean not in seeding wise, but like I bet when the finals come around, I bet Ben wins the finals. Yeah. Simply because he does really good against the good players, at least, for the most part, other than like Kwang and stuff like that. But I bet if he makes it to the final.
Does Kwang have a singles title in PPA?
No. His first ever gold was that doubles with Christian.
So he has a doubles gold before a singles gold?
Yeah.
That's kind of epic.
The singles guy. But yeah, so. But Fed's so consistent, man. He's just, he dismantled Dylan Frazier in that final. He looked like a lost puppy.
It was pretty clean from Fed.
Yeah, I mean Dylan didn't have his best game, but still.
I want John May to have another like epic final battle with Fed.
Yeah, well, because they had one earlier this year, right?
It was like PPA Desert Ridge. They had like a crazy.
Like, like that. They had that one clip that went crazy viral.
I see it all the time. It's like they're both off the court at some point. Like,
But yeah, so in men's singles we had Fed just first, obviously, and then Dylan second, and then John May handled Eric Roddy, 11-0, 11-3.
Didn't Eric Roddy have a pretty lucky draw?
Yeah, Kwang got hurt, unfortunately.
In the quarters, right?
In the quarters, yeah.
But I mean, Eric Roddy owns Hayden right now.
Yeah, because
the last 3 tournaments, I think he's beaten Hayden. Or no, he didn't play in this one, but the last 2, like he owns Hayden.
Yeah, Eric Roddy, that's actually a crazy. I mean, he had one good win.
Who did Roddy play?
So he beat Wesley Burrows in the first round in 3, and then he beat Colin Schick, which is like
a good one. But they're like buds. They like train together.
Yeah. So he beat Colin Schick in 3, but then what's super lucky for him is that in the round of 32, Christian withdrawed, and so AJ got a bye. So he played AJ in the round of 16.
And then he
beat AJ 1 and 2.
So he had 2 lucky withdrawals, getting easier quarterfinal or easier round of 16.
Yes.
And then
Kwang gets hurt semis. So it's like his beating Colin Schick is like
but I think it's an equalizer because they like play all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like most people Colin would beat.
Yeah. And then you get to play AJ Kohler, he's AJ Kohler. I don't know.
He's the GOAT. What do you mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so that Christian withdrawal and that Kwang withdrawal really Really helped out Eric Roddy.
I'll take that draw.
No, yeah. Like, I feel like most, other than the Colin Schick win, most people are getting there.
Yeah.
But still, good for him. I mean, 4th. It's probably the best he's done. I don't think I've ever seen him in a semis. So
I don't even remember him making a quarterfinal.
Exactly. So, I mean, good for him. But, yeah. Now my personal favorite event, men's doubles.
Is Gabe the best right now?
I mean, as of right now, yes. Because, I mean, you can't deny it. Like, he's, 2 in a row, and then he's doing really well in mixed. I don't know. I think either him or Federer's player of the year. I think, were you saying the other day, like, you think Gabe's player of the year?
He's got, or at least, like, most improved. He's, like...
Yeah. Because, like, him and Hayden were both doing well, but I think right now he's doing better than Hayden. Like,
yeah.
Because Hayden had, like, that 2-tournament stretch.
Well, Hayden had a stretch, now Gabe's having a stretch.
Yeah. And so... Yeah, honestly, this weekend, what really surprised me in men's doubles was Tyler and Connor beating Fed and Matt.
They played good.
Yeah, beating Fed and Matt was pretty crazy. And then they did all right against Gabe and Andre, but the game 3 wasn't really that close. But
yeah,
another one of those game 1 win, game 2 blown out, game 3 blow them out.
Because Tyler and Connor blew them out, right? What was the score?
It was 6, but like I think they were up like 10-2.
They just couldn't close.
Yeah. And so it's just that same.
It's that blonde hair. Tyler's.
It's that Eminem style.
Tyler's getting superpowers. He's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. So except when they went to the bronze match,
they got collapsed.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah. Game 2 was a little bit more pretty, but.
Who was that against?
Christian and Riley.
Oh, they just mopped him.
Yeah.
Game 1 was fast. I turned it on. And like I think I walked to the bathroom and came back and it was like 11. Like it was like 6-0.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
I think the game 1 was like 7 minutes. Like
there was a lot of zeros.
There's a lot of pickles this weekend actually. Anna Lee had like 7 herself.
Yeah. I mean, was it this tournament or that the Walker sisters got golden pickled?
They're golden pickled in 3 minutes.
Against who?
Brashas. The freaking golden girls of the PPA. Got golden pickled.
That's why they get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably hope they were on court longer than 3 minutes.
That's a good payday though for them. They'll need to play 3 minutes. That's a good hourly wage.
That's a great hourly wage. I would die for that. What, you're on court for 20 minutes? They probably had a longer game too with some timeouts.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was not a pretty game 1 for them.
Getting golden pickled is hard.
Yeah. Especially by a team who goes and loses to Annalie and Catherine 1 and 2.
Like, that is really bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. But how about James and or JW and Dylan Frazier?
They're having a rough month.
Is that 3 straight tournaments with bad losses?
Have they made
Bristol? They had a bad loss.
Who did they lose in the final?
No, because the final in Bristol was Ben and Colin and Christian and Quan.
Which one did J-Dub and Dylan lose in the final to?
They lost to Fed and Gabe. Yeah, Fed and Gabe.
Fed and Gabe.
Gabe kind of has their number now because for a while it seemed like Gabe was like
Gabe was like he would play nervous and like kind of tight.
Yeah,
but now he just lights him up.
them.
Yeah. Do you think they'll bounce back after like this stretch? Like,
I'm sure eventually, they're still
because there's like a week or two until Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, do you think they lock back in?
I think they make a final at least. I don't know if they win the final. Depends if they see Gabe in the final.
I am just dying for a J-Dub, Dylan, Ben, and Colin.
Just an OG matchup.
I just want a dink fest.
Yeah.
Like, I want over 1 million dinks in one match.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Because they had that grinder in Vegas like a whole year ago.
Yeah.
It might be a whole year until they play each other again.
Yeah. Well, because I think the last like good grinder that they have was Nationals. And
I forgot about Nationals.
But it wasn't at that good of a grinder. The Vegas.
The Vegas championships went 5.
Yeah, they went down 0-2.
And it was literally a dink fest.
Yeah.
Like it felt like 3 hours.
Yeah. Ball was hot. They were just.
Everyone just scooping dinks.
Yeah.
No one wanted to speed up.
Yeah, that was. We haven't had one in almost a year, which is kind of crazy.
It probably won't be for a year. Like it literally is going to be a year until.
Yeah, because whenever Ben and Colin.
What if we just don't get it this year? They just don't see each other the entire year.
It'd be kind of crazy. But it's very doable. Like, it's probably going to happen, honestly. Like, Ben and Colin keep losing.
Like, we almost had it, but then J-Dub and Dylan lost.
Yeah, like the one time that J-Dub and Dylan don't make it, Ben and Colin make it. Like,
it's like,
I was so excited. I was like, we're going to get it.
This is probably going to happen.
Yeah.
But are Ben and Colin looking better?
I don't know.
I mean, there was like an interview like we were making some changes.
Yeah.
But then they just show with Gen 3s.
Yeah.
But then they just show with Gen 3s playing the exact same way.
Yeah, there you go. Let's scratch the Gen 2. We'll actually play with the Gen 3 and still dink every ball. So, but they did. It was weird because they looked in the round of 32 and 16, I think. They looked like they were attacking more, but when they actually played like a good team, they went back to their old ways. Like
they countered a little harder, but it's like everyone's getting so fast. Like you can't just like sit and just wait to.
Yeah, like honestly, the round of 32, I remember watching it. It was like Colin's ripping his serve. he was tossing it up and testing.
Oh, about that poor dude. Colin thought he was the funniest guy on earth. I'm watching this live.
Is it Nemeth, right? That mixed one.
This is. Colin went 1-1, right? In mixed. There's no way he won 2 matches. So round is 64.
Yeah.
Playing against Nemeth and the girl he's playing with.
I watched on the live stream.
The girl is already probably nervous as it is. She qualified. She's already happy to be there. The last thing she needs is Colin Johns ripping serves, tossing, hitting it from his chest.
Yeah.
The entire time, Kayden is just as he's serving, he's looking at the ref, are you not seeing this? He's literally hitting it. Colin did it like 12 times. He got called once.
Yeah. You text me like, dude, pull up grandstand stream. Like,
it is hilarious. But Colin and Elise are just cackling.
Yeah. Elise, like Colin gets a huge serve, aces the chick, and Elise goes,
yeah. But the best part is then Colin is like earning these like mid-court like balls. He still is so bad at just crashing on his own drive. It is so funny.
Yeah. But I mean, Colin tested the serve this week, and
he really is. He's really pushing the limits.
He got called on it. He started getting called on it a lot, so I think he kind of chilled out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Ben and Colin did improve.
I mean, Ben's doing more two-y dinks now, or like two-y stuff, but it's not like he still doesn't really speed up.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just think they need to be more aggressive.
He needs to speed up more, like with his forehand. Like he can do it.
Yeah. Colin needs to learn how to like reach in and flick.
Well, Colin, it actually bugs me. Like he resets like 1, which makes sense. Resets 2. Like at that point, he knows people are just like speeding up at him. Like just counter the third one, and it just floats higher and higher and higher, and the ball is just sitting and they're just ripping at him.
Yeah.
Just take 1 down. Just do 1.
Like
I feel like he would always do his like slide counter. I feel like he doesn't do that anymore. That was like his specialty.
Yeah, he post like a whole montage of his slide.
Yeah, and then I feel like he didn't do it again. That was like him like retiring.
Yeah, he's retiring it.
His retirement slide, and it just gone.
Yeah.
And now he just sits and just.
Yeah, I think he's like too nonchalant about it sometimes too. Like I don't know. I feel like some resets he's just like, and like it's money, but like at the same time.
It's like. Yeah. But like if he's countering, he's like sitting and resetting this.
Yeah.
Okay, do 1. It's obviously gonna come firing back of your head again.
Yeah, exactly.
Just counter 1, put 1 down. You have a Gen 3. Like it's
gonna
be fast.
It's gonna be a winner. Like, yeah, or at least it's gonna set up something even better. Like,
and like he definitely has fast hands. Like it's not like he's just like incompetent.
Yeah, he just looks so, I don't know, not unathletic, but he just looks. It's just hard to watch.
He plays like he's always checked out.
Yeah. Ever since like they haven't won.
I just don't think the 90-10
is
works. Like now where people are speeding up from the right side. Yeah. So Ben has to like cover his line. So like I still think play like big, but like have Ben go like 60-40 or 70-30 or like depending on the moment.
Yeah.
Like it just can't be 90-10 because like Ben can't be taking a ball from Colin's like middle of his body while Colin's on the sideline and like scooping it around. Like I mean it showed when they played Gabe for the first time this year. Gabe was just lighting up Ben.
Yeah.
But like instead of now like them adjusting and like having them shift more, they just don't dink to Gabe.
Yeah,
Gabe just doesn't get a ball.
Yeah.
And so then Gabe is just like hoping to like flick 1.
Yeah.
But it's like no, how about you just like play a little less court where you can then cover easier on the line and still have your forehand.
Yeah. Because like Ben's not bad there. It's just they just don't go to Gabe.
And Colin can hit a 2-way counter.
Yeah. Like I think they're just like, instead of improving our game, let's just not hit to that guy.
Like I can hit a 2-way counter, Colin Johns can hit a 2-way counter. Like
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I thought they were gonna come out with more improvements, but maybe they just need more time since it was like a lot of tournaments back to back. So
yeah.
I'd like to see him win at least 1 more. I do think they get a lot more hate than they should.
They just get hate because they complain so much.
Yeah. Like Ben doesn't do that much. Ben at the beginning of the year was complaining about the ball a lot.
Well, I mean, he was complaining a lot in San Clemente. Like he was just like every game he was just like full throttle angry.
Yeah. So, but I just think Colin just kind of gets a bad rap now, which is pretty valid.
He's earned the bad rap, to be fair.
Like, there was like that one memes clip where like Collins yelling at the net and didn't even clip the net.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone's like,
Yeah,
he didn't even hit the net. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
or like if he gets a net, he like celebrates as loud as he can. It's like he prays. I'm like, dude, like
pick a side.
Yeah, like you can't.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's the recap of.
But then the final, Declan and Zane.
Oh yeah.
They pulled it out against Alshon and Riley.
Semifinal, yeah.
But then that was a tag fest.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the.
Or not the final. That was semifinal. The final.
The final was the tag fest.
Yeah.
But then that reminded me of when Zane and Eric Lang played against Declan and
Tyson.
And
Desert Ridge.
And Eric Lang just starts the match with just a bullet at Declan.
Yeah.
And then from there on out, it was just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
I think Zane in the Vegas final got tagged like 30 times.
Yeah.
He looked lost in some points.
He was just constantly
just like in a pretzel.
Yeah.
Like he was playing good, but then there would be times like Diaz could hit like a 2E speed up, and he would just be like looking in a full scramble.
Probably all that pine tar, you know.
Yeah, he's just flipping around like crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an entertaining match. It was pretty chill.
Yeah, it was good until like the end. It was like kind of.
Yeah, but it was like the start was a little slow, and then like game 2 was a little slow, and then game 3 got better.
And the game 2 and 3 were good.
Yeah. And then 11-2 in the fourth. But yeah, that was a little tag fest. It was entertaining to say the least. I love seeing Zane just kind of rip the ball. Like it's just it's like he knows he's not really. He's a quarterfinal guy, you know.
Yeah,
not quarterfinal. Round of 16 guy. Or
quarterfinal guy's going farther than the guy complaining.
Exactly. I think Colin's now a quarterfinal guy. But yeah, I think he's just happy to be there sometimes and just start swinging away. Like, it's pretty entertaining for the most part. But yeah.
I think it's time to get into life of a quali.
I was about to say the same thing. How'd you do in Vegas, bro?
Life of a quali bitch. What should we call it? It's like life of a quali queen.
Quali queen, but as a male.
We are some quali queens out there grinding our way to make a main draw.
Playing on Monday, might be playing Saturday. You don't know.
So progressive draw are kind of nice for people playing qualies. Is like you can probably plan to leave Wednesday.
Yeah, like
and then it's
realistic.
It'd be like it's a good bad problem to have if you're extending your trip.
Yeah.
Like play Monday, you play Tuesday. If you happen to win your first round, then even if you plan to leave like Wednesday night or even Thursday morning, like if you have to extend it, it's not a bad problem to have. Like,
I made the round of 16.
Oh no, that sucks. Like it's fine.
You probably upset a good team.
Yeah.
And you're like, darn.
So Vegas was good. We maybe qualified. Had to play a friend in the quali final.
Where'd you play again? You played
against Bruno in the quali final. Yeah. Bruno and Iker.
Yeah. Isn't he like a feds?
He does feds, photo stuff. Yeah.
Anyways.
But our first match, we had to buy the first round. Or no. We only had to win 2 for men's.
And everybody else had to win. Or most people had
to win.
Most had to win.
Somebody win 3. Me and Bryce only win 2. Our first match was pretty easy. I think we won 4 and 5. It was a good warm up. It was nice getting used to the courts. The courts weren't terrible.
Yeah, they're definitely better than Salt Lake.
But Salt Lake was terrible. That was just so bad. Salt Lake had some of the worst courts ever, and then some okay courts.
Yeah.
Vegas was all obviously they're not ideal, but they were
consistently.
They were consistently
average.
bad. So then what should happen. What was gonna happen. It was staying low no matter what.
I think we can talk about Salt Lake for a whole pod and an hour pod.
Salt Lake is just kind of a joke.
Yeah.
But so qualify. We had a grinder. I get complained about how bad some of these refs are for hours.
Yeah.
Our qualifier final for men's ref she was so bad. One of the only things I watch is the line, right?
Yeah.
So at some point in this game, one of the guy goes for an Ernie. He doesn't go for the Ernie. He leaves it, but he runs past
He crossed the plane.
He crossed the plane. That's and you would think she would be on that because
it's easy.
There's a guy going for an Ernie, so now you're hyper focusing on his feet and landing.
Exactly.
He now leaves it but runs past it. In the middle of the point, I'm oh, he crossed. So then we play out the point. I ended up losing it, and we're do you not see that? He probably crossed it by like a whole foot.
Yeah.
Like very obviously, like, and he didn't touch the ball, so you can't cross now. Like there's like the one thing you're watching.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't see it.
Is it on her side too? That'd be even worse. Like where she was standing, was it like close to her, or was it far side?
I don't know, I think it'd be easier going far side because she's looking and she's like, if you're in the middle of the net and now you can see his foot on the other side.
And she just didn't see it.
Didn't see it. I'm like, what are you watching then?
That's crazy.
Like when I ask for an out ball and you say I'm watching your feet.
Yeah, I'm like, are you?
Are you really watching? Like, then something happens at the feet and you miss it.
Yeah, like what are you watching?
Like, how can you be 100% from push-off calls?
Yeah.
But the guy crosses the plane.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I don't see too many refs miss that call because it's like
it's
really
so
obvious.
It's like especially in that scenario where like he's going for the Ernie, so now you're focusing where he's landing. Yeah. He doesn't touch the ball bounces, so now you don't have to worry about. But then you see his feet cross.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty bad.
But then if a ref is like let's say we're on the ref side, and a ball is called out like in the kitchen line, but like on that side, and they overturn it.
Can't.
Don't. Oh my gosh, I lose my mind.
That should be like ref 101. Like
I'm pretty sure that's like I was talking to Stan, and he's like, yeah, like that. And then I was talking to one of the other refs, it's like the guy in training or whatever. He's like that. So I was asking about like refs and rules. So apparently like there's a ton of refs who got certified like 2 years ago, and they revamped like a year ago. Because now it takes like a year and a half to be like a certified like center court ref for PPA. And so like a bunch of people are like, it was pretty easy back then to be like a certified ref.
Yeah.
And there's still some of them like, I guess Don Stanley's like slowly revoking some people because it's like they just like should not be that high
not
level.
Even competent.
Like, but it's just some of these refs are so bad.
Yeah.
But we get through that. We have a grinder 3. We get smoked game 1 like 11-3.
Where this is in the last round.
This is the last round.
Okay.
Game 2, we're like down bad. We're down like 9. We're down like 9-4, 9-5, and then we kind of get a few points in a row. On one side out, we win the game.
No way.
From 5-9 to 11-9 like game. Just like come back. We're playing clean. Game 3 starts. We're down 6-3. Or no, we're up 5-3. Then we're down 6-5, and they go up 8-3. No, 8-5 now. And then same thing. 5-8. Win the whole game.
It out.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
So it was kind of nice. A little stressful.
Yeah.
But we made the main draw. That's all that matters. We played Brandon French and Spencer Smith. Good team.
Yeah.
I feel like we battled pretty well with them. I feel like it was like we pushed them.
Yeah, I watched. You guys looked like you guys played pretty good.
Looked good.
Yeah.
Getting better, getting closer.
Yeah.
Just sucks there's like one match a month against those guys. Like these guys just play every week. It's like I think that game is easier if I'm able to play Brandon French, Spencer Smith twice a month.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just I feel like it's so hard for those qualities.
Because there's like so much pressure. Like I get my one chance to win this match. It's like I have to be perfect.
Yeah.
But it's like there's really no pressure. I mean, obviously like pressure in like losing to a qualifier team for these like signed guys. But it's like.
But at the same time.
At the end of the day, it's like they can play loose. Like they know I'm more nervous because I'm trying to win and like.
Yeah.
Get a result.
It's like they might not be that much better. It's more just like they've been there.
They've been there. They've done it.
They play that round. They don't have to qualify, but they're playing that round week in, week out.
Yeah, there's no pressure of like this is my one chance. Like
like they know they're still getting paid. They'll be back. Like so it doesn't.
This is gonna like also like my third tournament where I play a team and they beat me, and they go and upset the team next round. Like they have like the tournament of their life.
Yeah, like you went 3 with Augie back in the day.
Yeah.
And back in the day in like February before you.
Yeah.
Like that was his blow up tournament, right?
That was
like the next tournament he blew up.
He blew up.
It was one of those Arizona's tournaments.
He blew up before because it was Desert Ridge. He made the semis with Tyra.
Yeah.
And then PPA Mesa was after, and then I played him.
And that's where you took him to 3. What could have been?
He signed and Craig signed, but hey, F me, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, imagine you just.
But we were up game 1 and we smoked him game 2.
Dang, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, it's all about the what ifs.
Yeah, what if, man?
What if? But yeah, and then mixed, we don't need to talk about mixed. And Vegas does not count for mixed. No, we can drop that.
Just gonna scratch that off.
But mix is, I'm liking mixed again though.
That's good. Because you hated mixed for a while.
I hated it. Yeah. Well, like I'll try for PPAs, but anything else.
like Moneyball or anything like
I mean,
that?
I tried in Sundance, me and Ella went undefeated.
Yeah.
But like also I'm playing with Ella, so it's like an easy win.
Yeah. She's nuts. Unless she's playing against Italy, but it's chill.
Yeah, I mean someone else. Never mind.
But yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the quality, just grinding out the quality life.
We're at 41 minutes, roughly.
Do you want to give us our meme of the week?
All right, meme of the week. My favorite one, I was actually posted today. It was because the new line system, I guess the camera system, is coming out for the PPA, and so it was just. You can edit it and put it on the screen.
Yeah, just send it to me. I'll put it.
Yeah. So it was I don't know how to explain this to me.
We see it?
It was this one. It was the.
Well, they'll be seeing it.
Yeah.
It's on
so
the screen.
It was like the rip to this. I was trying to judge if this ball's in or out.
I mean, I kind of like the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a fun drinking
part
game.
Of the
like,
game, dude.
are we turning it or are we not?
It's like, man, yeah. And I was like, I think somebody reposted on my story, and someone's like, dang, I'm gonna miss this. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that ball was out, by the way. And it's like
September 1st.
So it's September 2nd now. So
hey, but next tournament.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
What was the other meme though? I like that one. This was it. Paris Todd versus.
Oh, Salome. There would be a hook on.
I missed the no more hook fests.
Unless somebody live streams like court 75.
Who were some of the worst hookers?
Salome. Oh, what are their names? The Alhunis.
Dude, that one was bad.
Cheaters, bro.
Oh, okay, great. Quality life. Back to quality life. Okay, dude, this is actually nuts. So I've already finished my match. Like some of the games was like so like there was like a long, like some of the games. There's like one part of the bracket like took forever.
Yeah.
So I've already been done for like an hour now. I'm watching Ryan and Charlie play in their qualifier final. Mm-hmm. The other qualifier final going on is the youngest Alhuni brother and this guy Spartak. Something.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's I literally love this guy so much. He is like I can't stop looking at him. He's like 5'4" with like a 5'10" black girlfriend, and they're always making out. Like any chance they get, like she's sitting on his lap, and he's like this midget, and they're just going to town on each other. Like in between games, just like I'll be like, Bryce is going again, and I just can't not watch. I would sit there and just watch him all day long if I could. He is hilarious. He is like my idol. If I could just look at Spartak.
I didn't see this guy.
I'll find a photo. I'm gonna put him up.
This is Spartak.
I thought about recording because there was at one point they were going and got it for like probably 10 minutes. Just in the venue.
That's crazy.
And it's just like
you got to get what you got to get, you know.
He's getting some, that's for sure. Okay, so it's Spartak and the youngest Alhuni versus my boy Pauly Ray and this other kid from Arizona. I think he's like Alexander Mercado. They're having Pauly Ray.
Andre? Anyways, man.
It might be Andre. No, I think it's Alexander Mercado.
Okay.
Something. He's like 15 or 16. He's good. But so him and Pauly Ray. Pauly Ray brings this squad of his friends that definitely like don't watch pickleball, and they're going crazy, like talking shit, like screaming at. Because the other Alhuni brothers are watching his brother play, and like it's like I'm like watching Ryan and Charlie, but I can't like. It's like
you're hearing it.
They're yelling. There's like 10 of them, and Pauly Ray's friends.
That's crazy.
And they're all like just so obnoxious. They're all so funny, talking trash. It's like a football game, like a college football game, and they're just yelling at those fans over there. It's like fan to fan after every point.
They're yelling at Alhunis?
Yeah. And they're like flexing. They're like yelling, like they're like celebrating nets.
That's crazy.
And so Pauly Ray is screaming after like every point. It goes 3. And it's like a stream off. It's a rip fest. Everyone's just like going for bags. Like it was the funniest thing to watch. Like I loved it.
That's crazy.
And so Pauly Ray on match point goes for a nasty Nelson and misses, but like toasts the ball. Like he does not go for like a sneak. He rips it at him.
For match point. That's
on
crazy.
Match point, dude. I think if he hit that, there would have been a brawl.
Oh, 100%.
Like guaranteed.
The Alhunis don't mess around.
And so it was so funny. But then Pauly Ray ends up winning. All of his friends are like screaming, cheering. And then Pauly Ray's like, I don't even know, whatever the day, he's like, he's a cheater. But like apparently Alhuni really like just with all the other Alhunis, bad calls and like everything. Like, and so that's what started it, is that the Alhuni brother was like hooking, had some bad calls. And then it was like boom, going from there. And just like crazy. And so then after the match, one of Paulie Ray's friends and the lefty Alhuni were like getting like kind of like yelling at each other, but his friend was like emoting. He was like like doing every single different emote possible. He was hitting like the gritty and like he was like whipping
while arguing,
and while like Alhuni was like in his face. It's like, what, you can't punch a guy emoting on you, like you instantly lose. And it was so funny. But then Paulie's a cheater. Yeah. It is like, it was, bro, qualies. There's no reason to go watch center court on the quarterfinal days. Pull up to qualies. It is literally the greatest thing. Like, it's the greatest environment ever. People are so grinding and will die for a spot in main draw.
Most people would. Like, you die for a main spot or a spot in the main draw.
I'd kill someone for a main draw spot. Yeah, that is true.
Just to lose to the next guy, but it's gonna be sick.
You never know.
Have a chance.
I have a chance to lose. That's the thing. Some people don't have a chance to lose like I do.
Exactly. That's funny, yeah. There's like I follow Odoth on Instagram, and Odoth, I don't think likes the Alhunis because he went on a little rampage of, I don't know who Odoth is, but went on a little rampage of just clipping all the Alhunis just cheating.
No way.
Because there was like a crazy call on center versus Ryan Fu.
Yeah, like it was like this much.
It was like
this
perfect in the corner, and it was just like, he was like,
it's just so casual. Like, he's just ready. Like, I'm calling this out.
He just like, it went by him. He's like, oh, that's going to go out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Ball hasn't even bounced yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's just, and it's like, I think they post like 4 or 5 clips of just like, Alhuni's cheating, Alhuni's cheating.
Jeez.
And it's just a thing, I guess. If your last name's Alhuni, but.
I mean, cheat, but not when there's a camera on.
Exactly. Like, come on. Like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, but.
But not when, like, literally the camera is, like, right there.
And it's just like, all right. It still almost looked out with how bad those camera qualities were because it was like the bonus camera.
Yeah, and you're like, it's like on my GoPro. They asked me for my GoPro and they're like, can we film this in a match? I'm like, I don't think you even stream my GoPro.
For sure.
So try it, go ahead. Like,
first, I just like set up an iPhone like 5 because it's legit like 10.
Well, you look at it's like it seems like a nice camera, and then it's on stream. Like, what am I watching?
Yeah, like it's pretty rough, but yeah, that's pretty sweet. The quality life.
Quality life. Well. Buy a training paddle at drillmasterspickleball.com. Get a Mavericks paddle, the best paddles in the market.
Clayton 10. Wait, 15?
Clayton 15.
Clayton 15.
Come on.
My bad. Clayton 15.
And if you have any ideas for names,
yeah, we're gonna. As of right now, we're the unnamed.
We're the unnamed pickleball podcast.
Yeah, and if I don't know if that flies, maybe we're just the unnamed pickleball podcast.
We might roll with it. We might have to.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually.
Like and subscribe.
That's the one.
I'm Clayton.
I'm Kayden.
See ya, bitches.
Later.